How you doing? I've been working here, and I figured I'd go ahead and get the camera on. I'm getting ready to fire up the Homelite 870. We're finishing up the wood here, the tracks load of logs. There's a big one here. I just need to cut a couple pieces off because the cuts aren't finished all the way through. A couple of small logs there. There's a log here I'm going to cut up. And there's a big one here I'm going to try to move. It's the furthest one over here. It's probably going to be too heavy for the tractor, but we're going to try. And then the two on the ground, I'm saving them. The two runners, those are going to be like test logs for in the future. So I'm saving them. But that's kind of what we're doing here. I'm going to fire up this saw and bring you along while we cut some of this up. And this is it. This is the last of the firewood off of that triaxle load. I saved some logs because we're having an event at the end of July. And if you're interested, or not at the end of July, sorry. It's 11th, 12th, or 10th and 11th, or something like that weekend there. We're having an event. If you're interested in coming, send me an email, homelitesmitty@gmail.com. For the most part, we're just hanging out, chilling, barbecuing, running some saws, you know. It's a very no-stress atmosphere. Don't matter if you bring a saw or not. You don't have to bring anything. You can come just to run some stuff that, some of the stuff that you've seen on YouTube. There's some other YouTubers that are planning on coming. I'll let it up to them to officially announce that yes, they are coming. I'm not gonna say yes, this guy and this guy and this guy is coming on this video. I'm letting the other YouTubers who are planning on coming announce it on their channel. You know what I mean? I don't want to put them in a spot if something doesn't work out, you know. But yeah, there's going to be some of us here, and it's a chance for you to come and hang out with us and run a couple of saws and eat some food, you know. What do you say we get on with it, though? Let's get this 870 started up. Well, I definitely got into the dirt. The chain's getting it's acting a little funky. It wants to kind of rock back and forth through the cut. You know what I mean? It's like doing like one of these numbers. If I hit something, probably the dirt. She's idling good. She's just really, really slow to return to idle. I just don't think, I think the weight of the rotating assembly is so high, it just keeps it going, you know what I mean? That's my guess. She's idling perfect. She's got a nice pop to it. She just takes forever to get down there, you know? Oh well. We only got a few more cuts to make. Yep, there we go. So that guy's getting saved for the event in July. I was going to save this one, but for as bad as that split is, you know, and then the two runners on the ground, I'm going to use them for, you know, future videos, testing and stuff. Still got one up there laying to cut up, and I just ain't going to use the Homelite. I'll grab something else. That chain's too far off now. She's all weird feeling. In fact, it's probably time to throw that chain away. It's right down to the nub. There it is. In fact, of all the time I just spent here today working on this, that would took more work than doing the rest of it, because it's all the tractor, you know? Just running the saw. But yeah, she's cut up now. There's no more firewood logs laying here to cut up. I got a couple of trees I'm going to drop. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to drop a couple of trees. So we're going to keep cleaning up here, and I'll finish here today when this is all cleaned up. So I thought I'd bring you in on this little part since we're going to fire up a saw, and especially the Homelite. You guys seem to like that Homelite, so yeah, she runs pretty freaking good if you ask me. I'll be curious to see how it does in that vintage bounty log contest. You know what I mean? It should do all right. Alrighty, so hey, hope you enjoyed this one. Catch you later.